Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the iPodcast. I am your host, Spazoid21. This is episode 34. Today, we're going to talk about limits for about 5 to 10 minutes because I really think limits are important, but people misinterpret them. But let's get right into it. So my first point I want to make is people have limits. Everybody has limits. I have limits. You have limits. Everybody has a limit. But my concern is that people live behind these limits. I'll give you a personal example if you're not following me up with this. So I broke my hand a few months ago, and I was when I got back out of it, I was afraid to lift heavy weight because I didn't want to hurt my hand anymore. It's already fucked up to like a good measure, but it's still functional, and that's all I need it for. And I lost a lot of strength, and I was like, I don't know when I'm ready to go back to lifting over 225. I'm a weight trainer. I'm also a runner, so I just love being physical. It's one of my things I'm good at. There's a lot of things I want to be good at, and I want to make good content. I love making that comment. But just getting back into it, I lived behind a limit, and I was like, when you guys can't live behind a limit. I want to express this as best I can. You cannot live behind a limit. The limit, if it's like there's certain limit. Okay, I do agree that there are limits that people just can't go beyond. Like, there's a limit to everything, but like there are limits you can push. This is what I'm talking about. People live behind the limits you can push. I was afraid to lift 220 over 225. Around the just have like 445s, 2 on each side, and plus the bar. That's the biggest weight we can put on a bar. And I said one day, screw it. That was like a few days ago. That was last week. I said, screw it. I'm going to lift until my body says you can't lift no more. Because I got tired of saying, what's my limit? Max outs are like next week. Well, it's this week, but that's what I was thinking at the time. And I was like, that's it. I'm tired of living behind a limit. So I went and I started lifting more than 225. I took off my own weight training gloves and I lifted because if you start, here's the thing about weight training gloves, it's only good until it starts slipping on you and you're losing grip. So take them off. You're gonna use your hands. Now I lifted so much, to the point where my legs collapsed on me and I fell to the floor, and my body, I was feeling like I could do more, but that's where my limit starts. That's the limit I have. I'm back to the limit I had when I was trained and I was fully excited. Now I'm fully excited, and when I had the test to do a deadlift of 325 pounds, because that's a lot for a guy who only weighs 140. Yeah. I got 315, which is 645s. 645 weighted rings. I'm going to call them weight rings. So, you put, it's 3 on each side, and the bar is 45, so that adds up to 315. And so it's like 7, lifting 7 of them. I got the 315. I was kind of mad because I didn't get that guarantee of myself, but like, I was like, I went beyond the limit even way before I had that limit. I tried beyond. And that's what you got to do. You got to push yourself. I know it's hard, but you got to find that pull. You want to say, I want to get better, but you won't push yourself. That's my second point. You won't push yourself. People want you to push yourself farther and stronger, if you're doing weight training. For like anything else, you need to push yourself. I got to push myself in English. I got to read every day. I got to write every day to get better at what I want to do in English, to get a better grade. I got to practice my math. I got to go over multiplication. I got to go over my times tables if I want to do math right on the spot. I got to study scientists. I got to study geography and shit, for like different classes. If you want to push yourself, you got to find that pull. There's only 2 types of motivation. There's push and there's pull. Push is willpower, and willpower doesn't last for fucking shit. It might last you like a few times, but like after that, you need that pull. Something so exciting, so immersed that pulls you in, and you don't need to push. But if you have both of them combined together, you will go farther, you will be stronger. Whatever you want to do, you will become better at it. You know, when I was a runner, I was afraid of like hurting my feet again. So what I did is I broke my feet down to the muscles where they told me if I kept running, I could possibly not be able to run ever again. Lucky to walk properly, you know? Did I listen? A little bit. I listened I listened to like 25%, like take a little break, and then as soon as I felt like I was good enough, I went back to running. I kept you got to break for like things are like here's my third point. I'm trying to bring it into my third point. My third point here is what happens when you reach the limit, like a physical limit. And you're like, I don't know what to do. You got to break your body down and build it back up even stronger. Your body might not be strong enough now, but you got to break it down and build it back up even stronger than it was before. I did that with my legs. I'm doing that with my upper body. You know, my upper body, it's all right. It's not the best. It's not like I'm benching 220. Yo, I'm benching like the 150 range. You know, I'm not benching that much, but I feel good when I do. And, you know, for my deadlift, how am I going to become stronger? My legs are probably really strong. They're not that strong, but they're really strong. I don't want to be sounding like I'm boasting here saying I'm this, I'm that. I'm giving you examples. Now, what I'm trying to do to push harder to lift, lifting 315 pounds is very big for a guy for my size. You know, for my weight class. My weight class. You know, but the goal was 405. And I still got to the end of the year. I got to like January. Wrong. June. I don't know. I think I got to like June to like lift, you know? And I'm going to do what it takes, you know? I've broken down my lower body and I can just make it stronger. But I also want to make my upper body stronger too, because it would help a lot. You know, I need to work on grip. It's like you just need, that's the third point I'm trying to make here is you just need to break yourself down, build yourself back up. I don't know what you want to do in life, but you got to break yourself down and build yourself back up, and you'll get stronger, faster, whatever you want to do. Say you want to be a YouTuber. You want to break down your knowledge of what you can make and build it up and make it better. Make sense? Like, yeah. For my final point is don't let limits scare you. That's what I'm trying to be here. Like, people, I know you live behind it and stuff. You know, don't let the limits scare you. If you truly love what you do in life, you should not know your limit. I love running. I don't know my capability of running, my limit. You know, I would need somebody to like get like a little what are they? Little mile per hour guns and see how fast I'm going. You know, I'm estimating towards. Nah, we're not going there. I'll talk about that at a different time. People told me, yo, you're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna break your back and shit. You know what? I'm like, I'll break it and build it back up. See, I want you guys to know that don't be scared of your limits. You know, get to the point where you don't know your limit. You don't know your limitation. You want to know where you're like, I keep pushing, but it doesn't feel like that's my limit. That's where you want to be at, where you, whatever you want to do in life. Me personally, I want to get to the point where I can lift and be like, I ran out of room on the bar. You know, that probably is not gonna happen, but I want to at least lift like half a ton, you know, one day. And all it is work. So guys, I just wanted to make this quick iPodcast. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful. You know, I want you guys to push yourself stronger, faster, whatever you want to do in life. Whatever you want to do, just push yourself. If you don't know how, find someone to help you. I'm Spazoid21. Thank you so much for watching. Outro now.